Hey everybody, this is Dan. Today I'd like to share a chess puzzle with you. This puzzle comes from one of my students' games, and in this puzzle it's white to play. And the first thing that you might notice is that white is down quite a bit of material. So at first that might seem like, okay, well black must be winning here. But if it's white to play, white being down material actually doesn't end up mattering because white's pieces are very strongly posted to attack black's king, and black's pieces as a whole are not really posted to do anything but sit by passively and watch. So they're kind of out of play at the moment, and white is able to actually mount a forced checkmating attack against black's king regardless of the deficit in material. So anyway, take a look here from white's point of view. What's the best continuation? Feel free to pause the video, take a look when you think you are ready to see the solutions, because there are actually several solutions in this video. When you're ready to see those, go ahead and press play. Okay, so before we look at what I think are the strongest continuations, let's look at what happens if white takes the rook with the knight. If white takes the rook with the knight, that's a check. If black plays king to h7, if black plays king to h7, then white is able to force checkmate here. White can play queen to h5 check, forcing king back to g8, and then queen to h8 is checkmate. So in that line, white is okay. White is still able to force the mate. But if black plays king to g8, from here, there's actually not a forced checkmating continuation, and due to black's advantage in material, black will probably end up winning the game if white goes this way. So with careful play, black should be fine here. Black should still be able to win. Maybe you saw this check, knight to h6 check, which is exploiting the fact that the pawn on g7 is pinned, so it can't capture the knight. But after black moves the king, it's actually really there's no way to force checkmate that I was able to see. I even put this game through an engine, and the chess engine couldn't find any kind of continuations here. So I spent some time analyzing these lines, and the other ones are clear forced mating lines, but this one I wasn't able to find any winning line even with the use of a chess engine. So fairly sure it's not there, but if you see something that I don't see, feel free to share it with me. I'd love to hear it. It's definitely possible. So anyway, we go back to the starting position. So the stronger continuation is actually queen to h5. Queen to h4 is also okay, also good. But queen to h5 actually gives white an additional checkmating option. If you look here, you'll see that the only option for black is to just shuttle the king back to g8. After which, white has a choice of winning lines here. One winning line I actually didn't see initially, and one of the members of my chess Facebook group actually found this line. So thanks, Charles, for finding this one. But anyway, the first one I'll share with you is the one that he found, and it's queen takes rook on f7 check. King is forced back to the corner. Queen check on h5 again. King is forced back to g8. And at this point, since that rook on f7 is now gone, queen to h7 is checkmate. So this is one checkmating line that works for white. Another one, okay, after queen to h5 check, king to g8, there is also queen to h7 check, which forces the king to f8. And from here, there's two ways for white to win. The first way is queen to h8 check, king to e7, the only move. And in this position, there's a mate in one. So if you haven't seen this particular position in your analysis, take a look here and see how does white checkmate in just one move. So as always, you can pause the video and press play again. Okay, so the mate here is rook to f7, rook takes on f7, checkmate. So this is actually checkmate. That knight on g5 blocks the e6 square and also protects the rook on f7. So, and obviously the 8th rank is covered by white's queen. So that's one mate. After queen to h8 check, there's also, I'm sorry, after king to f8, there's also another way for white to win here, and that is to play rook takes rook on f7 check. And this is followed by the forced continuation. Since that rook is protected by the knight, black plays king to e8, white plays queen to h8 check, black blocks the check with the bishop, and white plays queen takes bishop checkmate. Okay, so this is the third line that wins for white in that was started by playing queen to h5 check. Okay, so what happens if we play queen to h4 check? Well, all that really does is removes the option of after king to g8, there's no queen takes rook, but there still is queen to h7 check, king to f8, and then the other two lines are still there: queen to h8 check, king to e7, rook takes rook checkmate, or rook takes rook check, king to e8, queen to h8 check, bishop blocks, queen takes bishop checkmate. So those lines are the same. So while it may be tempting in this position to play the knight takes rook, the queen move, queen to either h5 or h4, ends up being a cleaner win for white. And in fact, if black defends properly against the knight takes rook move, it appears that black will win. So I would love to, if there's any analysis that you come up with that I didn't find in my preparation for this video, please share it with me in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. And yeah, just having lots of fun making these videos and sharing them with everybody. Hopefully you're getting some value out of them and learning some things. And I think this is the last video I posted was with the intention of giving you an opportunity to practice your calculation and visualization skills. And I think that's definitely something you could do with every chess puzzle that I post. Once you know the solution, just go through it a few times in your head without moving any pieces or without seeing the pieces moved. Just see in your head the solution being played out, or in this particular case, the several different solutions being played out. And those patterns will kind of get ingrained in you, and then in games you'll just see them without any effort. After a while, this stuff just becomes really natural. So anyway, I also want to remind you guys that I really enjoy making these videos, but my actual chess strength is only about 1600 at the moment. So I would love to get feedback and comments and any tips that you guys may have, because I'm not only doing this to teach, I'm doing this to improve my own game. And so I'm definitely open to suggestions and learning things from you guys as well, as much as I can. Okay, enough rambling. Thanks so much, and I'll share another video soon. Thank you.